Dear friends, I hear from my fellow Vancouverites every day about how they are being thrown out onto the streets to make way for luxury condos that remain empty as safety deposit boxes in the sky. I hear from friends and neighbors about being rent-evicted as their landlords turned entire rental towers into illegal Airbnb hotels. Vancouverites are fed up with the city hall that kneels prostrate before the greedy few who profit off the citizens' misery. Developers like Westbank are brazenly yelling to the world, Vancouver's becoming a safety deposit box for the global rich, as a sales pitch with no fear of consequences. Why would Westbank fear any consequences? After all, Westbank's owner, Ian Gillespie, is Mayor Gregor Robertson's buddy and a Vision Vancouver bankroller. Gillespie is correct. Vancouver is becoming one giant resort for the global rich to gamble with our homes as their chips. Vancouver is also becoming a giant washing machine to launder proceeds of transnational crime. As the raging opioid crisis kills thousands of our citizens every year, the fentanyl dealers are making a killing, speculating on our homes. I have had the privilege of mentoring promising young students at our universities and colleges, but many are forced to leave Vancouver upon graduation, forcing them away from where they were born and raised and away from their families. The salaries in Vancouver, even in the tech sector, are among the lowest in Canada. The cost of housing, whether you seek to buy or rent, is among the highest. Our citizens who contribute so much to the city while paying taxes that pay for all the great public goods. I'm talking about our teachers, our nurses, our friends in the trades, and pretty much every other worker are struggling to make ends meet. The exodus of talent and the hollowing out of our neighborhoods mean that local businesses are unable to stay afloat. The boarded up storefronts that line once busy thoroughfares in Vancouver seem straight out of a set of a post-apocalyptic dystopian movie. And as local businesses are shutting shop, multinational chains are taking their place. Instead of hiring locals and paying them a living wage, these large corporations are importing indentured labor under the highly exploitative temporary foreign worker program. What saddens me the most is that I know Vancouver has the potential to be a global hub of commerce, innovation, science, and art. Yet, we have now become world famous for the Vancouver model of money laundering. The real estate industry, I'm talking about developers, marketeers, and realtors, have been the greatest beneficiaries of the fentanyl-fueled housing crisis. The industry has poured millions of dollars into the coffers of both Vision Vancouver and NPA. In turn, the mayor and the council have stubbornly refused to take any meaningful action to stop our beloved city turning into a laundromat for all the world's dirty money. I, along with scores of other housing advocates, have spent countless hours presenting to City of Vancouver simple, common sense solutions to address issues such as Airbnb license abuse and pre-sale flipping. But we feel that we are hitting a brick wall at every turn. It's blatantly obvious that the City Hall under Vision Vancouver leadership is protecting the interests of transnational criminals and the real estate industry instead of promoting the interests of the citizens. It's said that change must come from within. That's why I'm running for Vancouver City Council at the upcoming elections with David Chen and ProVancouver. When I'm elected, here are the 5 motions that I will table at Vancouver City Council within the first 100 days. 1. All future condominium pre-sales will be restricted to just local income taxpayers by adding a local income taxpayer only condition to all projects approved by the council. 2. Completely ban Airbnb until such time the company learns the meaning of corporate citizenship and agrees to a new memorandum of understanding which ensures platform accountability. 3. Establish a startup accelerator which will finance and nurture young innovators, thereby enabling the city to be partners in their success. 4. Vancouver will set up a citywide job seeker database and work with Service Canada to ensure that when businesses apply for temporary foreign worker permits, they will be matched with local qualified workers first. 5. Establish a special Vancouver Police Department task force to investigate crime in the real estate industry and the perpetrators who are currently acting with absolute impunity to justice. Dear friends, for too long, we have seen successive municipal governments gut the heart and soul of our city by allowing proceeds of transnational crime to chase away our honest, hardworking citizens. Our politicians are gleefully lining their pockets by betraying the ones who elected them, while promoting the interests of the industry that bankrolls them. It's time we said enough. It's time to rise up and reclaim our city hall so that once again it can serve the interests of the citizens instead of pandering to the whims of a greedy few. The battle for Vancouver will not be a walk in Stanley Park. The cancer of cronism have metastasized in every organ of city government. But we are Vancouverites. We are resolute. We are tenacious. We are defiant in the face of even the greatest adversity. We shall take back City Hall and rebuild Vancouver as a city where innovation and hard work is rewarded, where families can thrive and our bright young minds can fulfill their true potential. Dare to dream, my friends. Dare to dream of a free and prosperous Vancouver, known world over as a great city, shining bright on Canada's western shores as a beacon of integrity in a world riddled with corruption and greed. And we shall not give up until every Vancouverite is liberated from the clutches of these transnational criminals who lay siege on our city. The sounds of children's laughter will once again ring through our playgrounds. Thank you.